Welcome back to Studio 10. Happy Wednesday. The camellia is the state flower of Alabama, and camellias are so pretty. Wouldn't it be neat to have the state flower growing in your yard? Well, maybe you don't have a green thumb and you don't know the first thing about growing camellias. Well, Larry Hurd and Sharon Emmons from the Camellia Club of Mobile are going to give you some pointers and tell you about a big show coming up all about camellias. So the purpose of the show is to get all of us excited about camellias. Get us excited.
Well, camellias are great. They grow here in the winter, and the best thing about them is they bloom in the winter. Most people don't realize that. From September through May, we'll have blooms. Mobile's the perfect climate for camellias, and there are more camellias founded here than anywhere else. We have hybridized more different types. These are all the rejects. So think of what's going to be at the show when you see them. I mean, these are enormous blooms. Now, most of these were hothouse grown, but we have a lot of them that are outdoor too.
They're so pretty. Now, the show is this Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be at Bel Air Mall, and the Camellia Club has had this show for the past 73 years. This is year 74. So what are we going to learn at the show? What are we going to see besides beautiful flowers like this?
Camellias come in all different varieties. You may have one that looks like a rose. You may have one that looks like a water lily. And they come in all different colors and stripes, like this one is variegated. Now, this is the only outdoor one we were able to get. That's out of my garden, and it's Bernice body. And Miss Bernice likes to grow in very, very, very cold weather.
Now, I remember growing up, my grandmother had camellia bushes all over her yard, and some were the big, full, dark pink to red ones. Some were the white ones that were, you know, I guess a little more fluffy. How many types of camellias are there?
Well, there's over 10,000 varieties of camellias hybridized now throughout the world. There's the ACS, which is the American Camellia Society, and the ICS, which is the International Camellia Society. And we meet at Botanical Gardens, and Botanical Gardens just got a great honor of being interviewed to become an ICS International Garden with their winter garden. And we're just so blessed to have that around. The camellias that you see on this plate are just some of what you'll see there at the show. And this show is being dedicated to Elaine Smelly, a longtime member of the club who passed away this past year. And her husband Jim will be showing, and we have a special award this year for one of their introductions that they created with the Elaine's Betty or the Elaine's Camellia that will be available with a special award. It's the first time it's ever been done.
So gardeners from all across the U.S. are going to bring in camellias just like this. Now, if we wanted to plant these in our garden, are they pretty easy to grow? When's the best time to plant them?
Well, now's a great time to plant them, and of course you can plant it just about any time except in the very hot summer. And we're going to have a great selection of plants for sale that you can come and get at reasonable prices, and we've always doubled that, and this year we've got over 130 plants that we'll have for sale so people can get some while they're there and get a great camellia.
It's a great way to get your garden started, and we're showing some pictures from last year's show. They're on your screen so you can see a little bit of what it's going to be like. And again, these beautiful, beautiful flowers on our table, what you're going to see there too. How long do camellias bloom? Are they all different?
Well, they bloom at different times.
They'll bloom from September to November or March. And I always say God loves us more than other places because we get winter flowers.
Yes.
Now, our members have also developed flowers. This flower here is Dolores Oates. Jim Oates dedicated it to her, and he's one of our members. And Elaine Smelly and Jim Smelly, they have developed flowers. Oftentimes the bushes will actually sport off, we call it. You may have this flower on it, and next year it may come up and look like this flower. So it's really intriguing and interesting to watch, and they're so easy to grow. Once you get them established, it's practically just ignore them, let them do their thing.
Oh man, and they get pretty big too sometimes.
Yeah, but camellias can actually get up to 30, 40 feet tall.
Wow.
And in this area, that's actually been achieved. But I would tell people to keep them trimmed back a little bit, and so you can enjoy the flowers. You don't want them so high up that you have to glance to get a ladder to see them.
And
you want to keep them down low so you can enjoy them.
Right, they are very pretty. Well, if you have other questions, you can get them answered this Saturday and Sunday at the Camellia Show at Bel Air Mall. Showtimes are different each day. You can see those on your screen, and we'll also have showtimes listed for you on our Studio 10 page on fox10tv.com. It won't cost you anything to go to the show, and if you're interested in growing camellias, you can get some really useful information this weekend. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.